boys and girls, welcome to another one of my video podcasts. I'm Wootini from GayGamer.net, and the big news this week is that the PlayStation Network is finally back up and running. Of course, what's the first thing that you have to do? A system update. But that's, obviously, I'm assuming for, to install the new security measures or whatever, and you have to reset your password to something completely different. I still haven't seen any crazy charges, so I'm guessing hopefully they didn't get my credit card number. But yeah, so I updated my PlayStation, and that's about it, because I don't play games online with the PlayStation, really. I'm usually on Xbox Live. In fact, the only reason that I knew the PlayStation Network, the first time that I noticed the PlayStation Network wasn't working was, it was right when it happened, but it was because I was playing 3D.Game Heroes and I was getting trophies, and then I happened to notice that the trophies weren't posting to my Facebook wall like they usually do, and I thought, that's peculiar. And then when I went back into the menu, and I'm looking at my trophies, I'm noticing, hey, I'm not signed in. And then I couldn't sign in, and it's like, there's a problem, and I'm like, oh. And then, of course, the internet explained the whole thing to me. Because this week, it's been all about the Portal 2. Like I said last week, I bought Portal 2, and everyone seemed to finish it in, 2 days. And I guess if I really, sat there and plowed through it, no, I still wouldn't finish it in 2 days, because I'm just not that quick. Especially not in games like this where I'm not that quick-witted. So, there's a couple of rooms where it would take me a little while before I could figure out exactly, oh, okay, I gotta do this. But, it's a terrific game. It's really good. It's funny because, I was playing through it, and I don't know officially, but, it felt like at just about the time when the first game was wrapping up, you're at the same point in Portal 2, and it's about the same length of time. It felt like the same length of time, where you're reaching what seems like the end of the game, and you're like, okay, and then we're going to do this, and then we're going to do that, and then the game's like, yeah, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to do this instead, because, it's a full-fledged sequel, so everything you thought you knew, throw it out the window, here's a whole new adventure. And I think this game is actually quite large. Some friends of mine had said, oh, it's just a little bit longer than the first Portal. I feel like it's, much longer than the first Portal. This one's lasting me a while, which is a concern, because L.A. Noire is about to drop, and I really want to play that, but I also really want to finish Portal 2. So now it's kind of a race of time to try to... It's a race against time to try to finish Portal 2 before L.A. Noire comes out on the 17th. And I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, because I would need to actually sit down for a solid, block of hours to really plug through the end of Portal 2. And unfortunately, I just don't have that much time. This weekend has been really busy, and I have a day job, so I, should have taken off a couple of days, but I don't have time to take off work, because I have E3 coming up, and that's a whole week off, so that's enough extra work to do to prepare for that. But yeah, I recommend Portal 2, whichever platform you want to play it on, PC, Xbox 360, PlayStation. You can get it for the PS3 now because the PSN is back up. Now you can play co-op. I haven't played co-op yet because I was told that you really shouldn't play co-op until after you've played through the single player, because it kind of goes after it, but they don't tell you that, so, that was good to know, so I don't screw that up. I don't want to spoil the ending of the game, if that's what co-op is going to do. But yeah, so that's it for this week. I also saw Thor, which was terrific. I recommend Thor. I don't know why it is that Marvel can make decent comic book movies and DC can't quite get it together. But, okay, no, Marvel has had, they've had their Elektras and their Ghost Riders and their Daredevils, but honestly, if you look at the ratio of Marvel movies versus DC movies, Marvel's had a lot more successful superhero flicks than DC. And, come on, we're all looking forward to Green Lantern, which, yes, it could look cool. It does look kind of cool. I'm still not crazy about the CGI suit, but the thing I'm most concerned about, even more than the CGI suit, is Ryan Reynolds doing his comedy shtick. And obviously he's going to be like, I'm doing wacky comedy shtick. Oh, I have to learn my lesson and learn how to use my power responsibly, and I will save the universe. Obviously that's his character arc. So I'm just not anticipating the beginning of the movie before he learns to take responsibility, because he'll be obnoxious, and that's probably going to be kind of irritating, but what are you going to do? You know, so Green Lantern might turn things around for DC, because obviously Wonder Woman's not going to, because that didn't really work out very well for them. It did not get picked up, and all I can hope is that I can find a copy of it on the internet somewhere. Some intrepid hackers might be able to let us all see the glory that is the Wonder Woman TV pilot, because, oh my god, it has to be horrendous. It just has to be. I mean, I'm assuming they finished filming it, and finished editing it, and presented it to them, and NBC didn't just take a look at some rushes and go, nah. Maybe they did. I'm assuming there's a finished episode somewhere to watch. We'll get on that. Somebody get on that. Email it to me. Email me a link. Something. Put it on YouTube. And then the other thing this week, because the reason that I haven't been able to finish Portal 2 is that this week's been kind of busy. I've had a lot of work to do, and one of the things that I did this week was I went to check out El Shaddai, Ascension of the Metatron. This game is insane. I posted a whole big article on the site, so go check that out. But suffice it to say, it's kind of gay, and it's extremely trippy. The visuals are mind-boggling and crazy. The whole concept of the game, basing an action platformer off of the Book of Enoch from the Dead Sea Scrolls, is way out there. The graphics are way out there. Hot guy getting his clothes beaten off of him. I mean, what more could you want? They said summer. They said they'll announce an official release date in the next few weeks. So, you know, obviously we'll keep you updated on that on the site. So check that out, and I will see you there, and I will see you next week. Bye, y'all!